So thank you all for coming along. So our next speaker today is Sharon. Now I should have asked you your pronunciation. Sharon.
Casagalia.
Casagalia.
Yes.
Who is here to talk to us today about menopause and functional health. So very important. And we're going to find out about the 3 F's of menopause: fatigue, fear, and frustration, and how to turn them into energy, calm, and confidence. So welcome back for this next session, and welcome Sharon.
Thank you so much, and thank you everybody. Thank you for having me.
Would you like the microphone, or are you happy to go
I'm
without?
happy to go without. Can you hear me okay? Yeah, okay,
good.
Beautiful. I'll go without, use my hands on the board. So yes, the 3 F's of menopause. So who wakes up at 2 a.m. In the morning to be overthinking and ruminating in thoughts, and then feel like crashing at 2 p.m. in the day? Anyone here? You feeling that? Yeah? That's called the menopause triple threat. So that's when we're tired, wired, and what's happening with our weight. So menopause is quite an inflammatory state. So we know that the cortisol and the blood sugars and not sleeping and all the rest of it are contributing to this change in our biochemistry. So I'm going to unpack for you a few little things today that you can take home with you, and I'll unpack specifically the 3 F's here. First one being fatigue, fear, and frustration. And it's really real. You know, in practice, yes.
Give a little background on yourself.
Yes, I can talk to you after about my background, definitely. Yeah, come back and see me. Yeah, definitely. But I'm a functional medicine practitioner. I'm the menopause expert for the girls as well. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. So in practice, I see this quite often with women. Fatigue, fear, frustration, they're the main things that I will speak to women about. And a lot of women are basically fed up with the fatigue. Now, the fatigue is not just tiredness, I could nap. Fatigue is I could nap in Woolies standing up fatigue. So this is where we're really exhausted. We're really, 1 in 6 women in the US are leaving their jobs as a result of fatigue. So it's a big thing. So how can we transform this to energy? So I can give you a couple of take-homes here. Basically, your morning is what starts your day. It's what starts your circadian rhythm. So starting daily with 20 grams of protein at breakfast, and ensuring that you're getting that in the form of eggs, or you're getting that in the form of leftovers, chicken soup, meat, whatever, smoothies, chia breakfasts, chia seeds, whichever way you can get your protein in is obviously going to set you up. So steady cortisol levels leads to steady energy, and that's where we seem to fail. So try that for 7 days and see how your fatigue improves by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Just have a look at your slump. You can put it in a diary, see how you feel after that. It will make a huge difference, okay? Fear. Fear is where have I lost my glasses? What's happening to my brain? My glasses are on my head. What's happening with my recall? Am I going to remember the presentation today being only 10 minutes? All of those things, you know, that we worry about. What's happening to our brains? Our biochemistry of our brain starts to change. As estrogen and progesterone start dialing down, what happens is we end up with anxiety. And anxiety is basically what happens as a result as the stress, we call that HPA stress axis. So we end up with fear over worrying about what's happening with our brain as the biochemistry of the brain changes. So what do? we have to look at. Now, it's important when looking at fear specifically that we maintain a sense of calmness. So we can all do this. So it's the breathing technique, and I have on my YouTube page a little breathing technique that you can do. It's the 6 breaths, the 4 breaths in and the 6 breaths out. So the I am at peace, and it's having hand on heart, hand on belly, breathing in. I'm going to do it now, I need it. I am at peace. And that's just telling your vagus nerve that I am safe, I'm at peace, I feel rested, it's going to be okay. So that is obviously such an important thing to remember, okay? And that will help you in this time. Frustration. What's frustration? Frustration is what's happening to my waistline, what's happening with my weight, why is it that I'm exercising and eating the same and nothing is changing? It is a biological shift that's happening, okay? Menopause is where we need to rewrite the rules, unfortunately. Things aren't going to happen the same way as they may have back in your 20s or 30s. There is going to be a shift, a biological shift that's naturally going to happen. So we look at ways that we can help that along, all right? So we use muscle to reclaim our confidence. And how can we do that? So resistance training daily, if you can, or 3 times a week is even good. Going on a 10-minute walk after dinner. So just 10 minutes after dinner can help blood sugar regulation and balance, okay? Muscle burns fat. Muscle helps with the metabolism and is great for bone density, heart health, also great for brain health. So really important to take into consideration. You can do squats while brushing your teeth. You can do, on the kitchen bench, you can do some push-ups, using resistance bands or dumbbells, any which kinds of equipment that you have at home, or if you don't, just make up. As long as you're doing something, and that's going to improve your confidence, and that's going to actually give you a little bit more of that stability for your in terms of movement, and also helping you with balance. Balance is a huge part of it as well. So a simple kind of couple of things that you can do has a huge impact at the end. I mean, this is just the sizzle of it, If you want the sausage, which I like to say, you have to look at your lab work, your hormones, your adrenal and thyroid. Have a look at the deeper side, the nervous system regulation, the deeper work, because that's where we really look at the layers. There's so many different layers of perimenopause and menopause. And I've been talking with lots of ladies today and saying that, we get the perimenopause sweep, where thyroid problems, other hormone problems, autoimmune issues, lots of things get thrown in. It's a bit of a mix, and a lot of things can be sometimes misinterpreted or misdiagnosed, or just taken as being perimenopause only or menopause only. We have to look at the whole equation and make sure it's a root cause approach that we look at. So we make sure that we are maintaining our health, general health and well-being, eating the right things, making sure that we're looking after ourselves, getting to sleep if you can, looking and treating the insomnia if insomnia is an issue, making sure that we're getting enough, we're getting hydrated, we're doing the nervous system stuff. If we're frustrated, we need to look at some exercise, maybe incorporating a little bit more exercise. But speak to people that you trust as well, and find a functional medicine practitioner or a practitioner that really deals with looking at your biochemistry. So taking your blood work and specifically looking at how we can improve our menopause and the menopause symptoms. But just doing these couple of things every week can really help you with some of the major symptoms, and that's one of the most important things. So, you know, it's knowledge is power, easy to do. I have out there, I think I'm table number 40 maybe. I've got lots of information on what blood tests to get at all 8 stages of perimenopause and menopause. QR codes, you can come and collect from me the 3 F's, and I can give you in there some of the actual things I've been talking about today, some of the tools that you can use. There's a QR code to get in there to see my breathing technique also on YouTube. And there's lots of other brochures and pamphlets that I have. I'm selling for some other Melbourne businesses some very clean products for hot flushes. For our skin is one of the worst things that gets, unfortunately, with declining estrogen levels, attacked. So we lose that juiciness. So there is some beef tallow out there. There's things out there for hydration and also for just general menopause symptoms. So they're all clean, as I said, because I'm all about that. That's embrace. And yeah, and that is my main message to you today. And I hope I've kept that nice and refined. Are we taking any questions? Or
Please.
I'd love questions.
Questions.
Yeah.
Please, I invite people to ask Sharon questions while she's here. So I think this is a really important topic. It's kind of taking the mysticism away from something that women, you know, as part of our journey through life is often not talked about. And, you know, women's bodies change so much during different stages of life, and we're often not equipped with the right information as we transition into those new stages.
Absolutely.
Whether it's perimenopause or whether it's menopause, to actually know what to do when we're experiencing changes within our body, and it can leave us feeling quite lost and confused and frustrated.
It's such a time of confusion.
Yeah, so
frustration, definitely.
a lot of the things that you've mentioned, I can definitely identify with, and I know that I've made some changes in my life to do things like work on my nervous system, knowing that cortisol is a big issue, and not only does that feed into the fear, but the cortisol can also cause inflammation, stress in our bodies, and cause pain too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so I encourage everybody, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask Sharon here, you're very, very welcome.
Yes. I find that perimenopause, I really struggled with the brain fog.
Yeah.
And, like I had started a new job, and it wasn't ideal because I was kind of struggling with many things that I feel like is I couldn't really tell my manager because
it's taboo. You can't speak to people
even
about
if she
it.
should have said because she's older than me. But
Still.
I felt like she might judge me and
Yes.
say, oh, you're not right for
The
the
stigma.
job then.
Yes, and you felt like that's many women are leaving their jobs, high profile jobs.
I find that it cost me the job.
Yeah, and brain fog is one of those things we need to take a root cause approach to it. There are so many different aspects of it. Is it thyroid? Is it blood sugar dysregulation? Cortisol dysregulation? Is it gut? Is it past stresses? And trauma is something that tends to come up in perimenopause as well quite often. Can also just rear its ugly head, specifically, not saying it specifically, but there's so many things that come into play. Just conversations I've had with lovely ladies out there today about those interphases that come into that perimenopause and menopause, that we can say, we'll label this, we'll label that, we'll label this and this and this. And then when you go into your healthcare provider, you can be dismissed often and maybe overdiagnosed with maybe antidepressants or the pill. Things that maybe we can look at it and take a holistic approach. We know that HRT and MHT really helps with brain fog as well as hot flushes, because the estrogen is declining so rapidly. Estrogen coats our brain, you know, and as that rapidly declines, the brain goes into chaos. Brain chemistry goes into chaos. So, you know, the fatigue is not great for brain fog either, you know, and whether you have had that, you know, cortisol issue, pain and inflammation, not great for brain fog either. It's endless. I could do a whole week expo on menopause.
Definitely. Yeah, it's quite complex, and as you say, there are lots of contributing factors that need to be looked at.
Absolutely.
To be able to kind of dig underneath the surface to see what's truly going on and contributing. So I really appreciate, you know, your time, Sharon. I think you've got some wonderful resources, and I encourage everybody to avail yourself of those resources and to have those conversations with Sharon while she is here, and you can actually explore what's going on in your life and how either perimenopause or menopause is impacting you, and not just talking about the impacts, but actually going that next step to see what are the potential solutions for the problem, which is what Sharon is here to assist with. So yeah, I'm very, very grateful to you. Could everybody please put your hands together and show Sharon some appreciation for her time and her knowledge and her expertise in this area. Thank you.
That's lovely. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
So we have a little certificate for you, just as a sign of appreciation for you coming along as a respected speaker. So
that's
thank
beautiful.
you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
for that.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Thanks, everyone.
Well, I'm
please
definitely